Hello, my friends. This is Max Steingart, and welcome to our September special social networking sales training for Cliff Walker's Jeunesse team. And Cliff has graciously opened it up to folks in Jeunesse in other groups and other parts of the company, and we're frankly excited to have you here because we're going to show you some things that are going to have a dramatic and an impact on your business like nothing you've ever seen before. For those of you that are in the United States, we're in the middle of the Labor Day weekend, and I was out on my boat this morning, but I got back here because I'm not doing classes today. But first Monday of every month at 4 o'clock East Coast time, we do a training where we introduce to Cliff's team and everybody else in Jeunesse that is lucky enough to get here new strategies and things that you can be doing that will ensure your business grows using Facebook and LinkedIn. So I want to ask all of you a question. What brought you into your business? Inspiration or desperation? I want you to type in the question box inspiration, desperation, and the number of Facebook friends you have, the number of LinkedIn connections you have, and I'm going to share with you some things that you can do today, tomorrow, that literally will empower you to talk to more people and close a couple of sales. One more question. What would you attempt to do if you knew you couldn't fail? If I put you in a room with 200 people, and I told you that everybody in that room, there'd be 20 people that are wearing green shirts, and everybody wearing a green shirt would buy what you're selling, what would that do for your confidence? So what great thing would you attempt to do if you knew you couldn't fail? Now, for the last few months, if you've been participating in these trainings, you know we've been working on getting all of you comfortable with prospecting and recruiting anywhere, locally, nationally, internationally. Specifically, last couple of months we've been talking about prospecting and recruiting and getting people to Orlando. Well, what we're going to share with all of you today is still the fastest, it's the easiest way to build your business on Facebook and LinkedIn. And you can do it in less than an hour a day. The fastest growing top earners in your company, in network marketing, affiliate marketing, they'll all tell you the same thing. They owe their success to Facebook and LinkedIn. They have teams of people enrolling their best new customers and reps. It's taken them less than an hour a day. And their new recruits are doing the same thing. It's duplicating within a few days of joining their business. But no one's really willing to tell you how they're doing it unless you're on their team. So I'm going to show you how they're doing it, and more importantly, I'm going to show you how you can do it too. And so I want all of you to think mobile, because you can do this at your convenience wherever you happen to be. I want you to think texting, because on social networks like Facebook and LinkedIn, texting is talking. And I want you to think big. For those of you that are in the UK, would you go to Orlando if you had a team of 20 people there that were all excited about working with you, getting into your business? How about 50 people? How about 200? How big a group do you have to justify flying to Australia or to Rome? Now, I'm going to show you exactly, step by step, how to instantly connect with perfect prospects, communicate with them at will, and close a sale in less than an hour a day. Now, here we're gearing up for, this is it. This is the last big push we have before you go to convention in October. Now, granted, we're going to do a training on October the 3rd. And frankly, if you get started right now, you all still have enough time to go to Orlando. Now, if you're looking for new customers and business builders, you can easily find them on Facebook and LinkedIn. You have free, easy access to so many people, and you could identify the people you want to talk to in advance of talking to them. There's a lot of great information available to you out there that can produce results for you on Facebook and LinkedIn over time. But what I'm going to share with you is faster, it's easier to do, and it produces immediate results. Simply follow a formula that I'm going to give you, and it will fill your sales funnel with eager prospects who are ready to buy from you. The formula consists of 4 C's. C, create your page. C, connect with people. C, communicate with them. And C, close them. If you've already got a Facebook page, you're on your way. If you don't have a Facebook page, you could have one and jump into the party within minutes. Now, Facebook is going to give you direct free access to 1.65 billion people, LinkedIn 450 million professionals. And there is a simple way to go through that entire database of people and pick out and identify the people who clearly would enjoy talking to you, want to talk to you, and can easily use your products. Now, people fall into one of 2 groups on Facebook and LinkedIn. They're either going to be the people you know, or they're going to be the people you don't know. Now, what you're about to discover is how to connect with everyone in either one of these groups at your convenience and sell something to the people who clearly need and want your products. See, it's easy to connect with the people you know and people you don't know, perfect strangers who are perfect prospects for your business. You can identify them by the pictures. You can identify them by the contents of their page, by what they do, by what they're into. So how good would you feel if you knew that these 5 people would all be interested in buying your products, becoming your customer? How would you feel if you knew those 4 people there are looking for business opportunity? And you could talk to any one of them. Or you could talk to all of them. The key to success in your business on Facebook and LinkedIn is to first realize that a certain percentage of the people on these sites are predisposed, eager, ready, and willing to talk to you, buy your products, or get into business with you. Easy to identify. Instead of wasting time reaching out to a bunch of people who will never buy your products, there are simple ways to find them and perfect ways and means of attracting the people who want to buy your products on Facebook or LinkedIn before they're contacted by your competitors and they buy from them instead. Sales and marketing is always going to be a numbers game, but it's a game in your favor when you know a few things. See, when you first begin prospecting, you have to qualify every prospect, every lead, in order to find the people that are open to listening and responding to your message or opportunity. The sooner you can qualify them, the better, so that you're not wasting time. If you've already got a sales funnel, if you've got capture pages, you've got these all elaborate systems, okay? But you're spending a lot of money on AdWords and pay-per-click, you're going to save a ton of money. Because you could literally go on Facebook, you go on LinkedIn, connect with people that you know in advance need what you have, and put them in the funnel yourself. The law of numbers works in your favor when you know in advance that someone needs and wants what you're selling. So when you're talking to your prospects, the answers to some simple questions will determine yes or no. Are they prospects for your business or not? Ask the right questions, you'll actually talk to fewer people about your business, but you'll make more sales. If you know in advance someone's a perfect prospect based on the contents of their profile, and you develop a relationship with them before you talk about your business, you're going to sell to more people. Texting and chatting with other Facebook and LinkedIn users is not only the simplest way to sell something, it's the fastest way. However, having access to 2 billion people around the world means nothing if you're not talking to the right people. So throughout this entire process, I want you to remember, you're not trying to make a sale when you talk to someone. You're trying to determine if there's an opportunity to make a sale. Now, when you take Facebook and LinkedIn and you put them together, oh my God, the whole process becomes easier. You know, about 3 weeks ago, I coincidentally was in Orlando. And the number 2 producer in the company was a coaching client of mine. She went through my boot camp last September. And come to find out, the owner of the company asked me to come out if I would do a training for, there were the 30 top leaders from all around the world came to Orlando for this event. And I did a training for them on Saturday and Sunday, and I got to meet everybody, very, very intimately. It was a great time because there was just a small group of people. And I come to find out that the number 1 guy and the number 3 guy had also been through my boot camps. Now, I'm not sharing these with you because I'm trying to impress you. I'm sharing them with you because I want you to understand that people with backgrounds just like you are learning things that you will take with you throughout your network marketing career forever. There are some simple basic concepts that you need to know and understand. You see, in network marketing, it's not what works, it's what duplicates. And we're going to show you how to bring somebody into your business on Tuesday by texting back and forth. And then by Thursday or Friday, they're doing the same exact thing with their friends. And by the middle of next week, it duplicates again. I want to share with you some Facebook, LinkedIn changes that are game changers, because there's a tremendous competition now going on between Facebook and LinkedIn. You can talk to people anywhere in the world and make more sales from the comforts of your home. So imagine being able to scroll down a list of people. And I'm going to flip over here. And I did a search on Facebook for people who live in Orlando. You have all kinds of ways to make the connection. You do the same thing on LinkedIn. On LinkedIn, there are 2.2 million people on LinkedIn within 100 miles of Orlando. 100 miles of the convention center where you're going to be staying. So imagine being able to scroll down a list of people and pick out clearly the people who are looking for business opportunity. How good would it make you feel if you could bypass the others and clearly, on a daily basis, talk to people who are looking for an opportunity? You can identify perfect prospects in seconds, qualify and close them in minutes without rejection. And all you have to do is follow a few simple scripts, ask a few simple questions. I'm going to show you how to jumpstart your sales on Facebook and LinkedIn in 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Now, why should you listen to me? 21 years ago, I broke the code to a social network called America Online, and I used their live chatting features to develop a simple formula that helped me add thousands of like-minded people to a network marketing business in 18 months. The term social network wasn't used back then, but everyone engaged in live chatting. Today, live chatting is also called texting or private messaging, and it's one of Facebook's most popular features, and it's becoming a popular LinkedIn feature too. The number of social networks have increased dramatically over the years, and so has the number of people on them. Social networks have come and gone. At its peak, AOL had 36 million users. Today, Facebook has 1.65 billion users, LinkedIn 450 million professionals, and the formula works on them better than ever before. Now, since I've introduced the formula, I've trained and shared it with hundreds of thousands of network marketers, who in turn have trained and influenced the millions of people that they work with. The formula has worked for everyone on all of the social networks that followed AOL, and it will work on any social network that comes along in the future. You see, live chatting is exactly like talking to someone. It can produce instant results and an immediate sale when you're connected with the right people and saying the right things. Rhonda Collier is $1 million earner in her business. I started working with her 4 years ago. In 3 years, she went from $150K a year to $750. She met her 2 biggest business builders on Facebook, and it was a chat function that empowered her to do it. Part-time network marketers have used the formula and live chatting to go full-time in their business. So your next customer, distributor, or team builder is available to chat with you on Facebook or LinkedIn right now. Now, many of the prospecting and recruiting strategies that I invented with the formula years ago are still being successfully used today. You know, I'm proud of the success people have had with the formulas and the strategies. Today, I'm going to take things to a whole new level because we're going to jump into some of these specific strategies, and I'm going to demonstrate just how fast this process can go. I'm going to show you something that, frankly, it's my biggest prospecting and recruiting secret, and it changes the game for everybody. You know, Earl started in end of January. Connected with 14 people, sponsored 9, turned into 35 in 2 weeks. This is duplication. 10 months later, I got this from him maybe 3 or 4 days ago. He's signed up 35 people, and he's got a team of 695 people. 90 days after he started, those 35 turned into 430. He was just signing up 9 people a month. Jeunesse, building a Jeunesse business. And I want to tell you something. This woman is on fire. And I started working with her at the very end of January. And within 30 days, she became the best recruiter in a group. And, 5 months into this, in first 5 days in May, she signed up 5 people. Now, some people will say, well, how long does it take to establish a relationship with a stranger? She enrolled someone from Brazil within an hour of meeting him. Now, the more friends you have, the more connections you have on LinkedIn, the better. Makes it easier. If you're just getting started from scratch, however, you can still be connecting with people and making sales almost right away. Pete Olson was in a company. Management brought me in to train their top people. And his distinction, his claim to fame, is that he literally developed a following of 300,000 people on Twitter in a year. But in the course of doing that, he never made any money. When he got a hold of our 12 success questions in the scripts book, he realized, oh my God, I can start talking to people, making a sale every day. 4 months later, he was at the top of the company. Now, you're all heading down the same road. Now, there are a lot of reasons why the world's obsessed with smartphones and social media, and there are a lot of ways for you to cash in. Number one, you get needed information fast, all kinds of entertainment. You can check your email, your messages, your notifications, but it's the immediate connection to other people that make this thing mesmerizing. I already, passed this. Okay, Chelsea was on one of these exact same webinars back in July. Okay, right after this webinar, putting into practice what we demonstrate. She got 2 people coming to a live event, and she's got a lot of calls to follow up on, and she's made 1 sale. Later on in the month, 5 signups. I'm not showing you these because I'm trying to impress you. I want to impress upon you what you can be doing simply by engaging the people that you're either already connecting to, or I'm going to show you how to go out and connect with people that would love to hear from you. Tracy went through the boot camp last year, signed up 5 people. Advanced 1 level in 30 days, okay? She's in Paula's group. And 2 months later, every month, she's rank advancing. Thanksgiving week, she sends me this. Last week, I only had 3 days to work my business, talk to 36 people. Leanne, struggling in network marketing until she gets into Jeunesse. I'm building her business in Australia. And if they're coming out of our boot camp, she's got 6 qualified people in 2 days, sign 2 in 1 day, and have another 3 looking at the business, okay? You're all heading down the same road. Now, what I want to do is I want to go over 4 strategies that will provide you with fast results. One, we introduced about 2 months ago, and I want to remind everybody about it. It's my alumni strategy, we previously referred to as the alma mater strategy, connecting with people that you used to go to school with. We're going to remind everybody about the happy birthday strategy because more and more people are having success with it. Since it's the Labor Day weekend here in the United States, we're going to jump into the holiday strategy. And finally, we're going to lay out for you the event strategy, which will empower you, get to literally decide which events in your company you'd like to attend, in what parts of the world. You can build your business. You can have hundreds of people in your business, thousands of people in your business before you ever get on a plane and you ever go over there. And so, hey, make it a vacation, okay? Make it a vacation. Do a little sightseeing because it's all business. So, want to talk about the alumni strategy first, all right? Previously referred to as the alma mater strategy, connecting with people that you went to school with. Pull out your old high school yearbook, all right? And if you don't have it, there's a great website, www.classmates.com, that has literally, they've got your yearbook there, okay? And now what you do is once you have their names, search for them on Facebook, search for them on LinkedIn, and when you find them, send them a message. Hey, your page just came up on Facebook and LinkedIn. Type in the appropriate network. So I thought I'd reach out to connect. It's been a while since we attended. Let's connect on here to catch up. Send that. And after they accept you, you write back and say, hey, thanks for adding me as a connection or a friend. I've made many new friends and reconnected with many former classmates too. What are you doing these days? And the key question to ask is, what are you doing these days? Starts the conversation rolling. Rob, in our first coaching session, he heard from an old high school friend that ends up buying his products. And then once you put the pieces together, getting customers is easy. Getting business builders is just as easy. He sent me that 6 days later. Using the exact same process, following the steps exactly. He's got a friend who owns a gym. Sign him up in a business. And he's got a huge network of people to talk to. Marissa hears from an old high school friend. It's a simple matter of sending a message. And about 2 months ago, we did a training for Dr. Joe Pareca, who is a top earner in his company. And I'll just let you hear it in his own words. We did a session last week. Get a little bit more excited about some of the changes that have made since the last.
Absolutely. I mean, when it comes to Facebook and LinkedIn, I'm a novice. I'm a rank beginner. But just that one class that you and I did together, I already made 3 connections. I connected with a very good friend of mine. He and I were co-captains of our wrestling team back in junior high school.
I love it.
And he is so fired up about, well, I'm going to enroll him tomorrow. And it was from the Facebook training that I got from you. Mm-hmm. So, you know, it's exciting. And this is so duplicatable, guys. I mean, you know, we've got, for those of you just learning about this is a system. It's not what works in network marketing, it's what duplicates. And this Facebook and LinkedIn training that Max is going to expose you to tonight is very duplicatable.
Now, that's the alma mater strategy. Let's talk about the happy birthday strategy, okay? And what you do is you go into the scripts book, and under birthday strategy, you're going to find simple questions. Hey, I noticed it's your birthday. From your Facebook homepage, you can see newsfeed. They're always going to be bringing things up. Top right, you can see who's having a birthday. So what do? Check for upcoming birthdays. When you send a message out to a birthday message out to someone on their birthday, it gets lost with everybody else. So do it 3 or 4 days early. Sending someone a birthday wish a few days before their birthday in a private message ensures they see it and it's not buried with everyone else's. So, hey, I see where you're having a birthday in a few days. I wanted to be one of the first to wish you a happy birthday. I hope this is your best year yet. And now you could ask the question, what are you doing these days? Filling in the box. Post your message on their timeline page along with all of the other messages they're going to receive. Send this to them in a private message. If you know them, what are you doing these days? If you don't know them, what do? What are you doing to people you know? People you've never even talked to, you don't know anything about them. End your message with, what do? Now, scroll down to the very bottom of the page to see upcoming birthdays. And from here, you can get one day ahead, 2 days ahead, 3 days ahead, 4 days ahead, and send out the message. You could also look at this from your timeline page, click on your friends, and then you could see who is having a birthday. And this is something that you could do today. This is something that you could do tomorrow and start a conversation with someone. Now, every day you have the opportunity to reach out to folks, but when it's your birthday, you've hit a home run. Now, Jacqueline is in Australia. On last Sunday, was her birthday. Almost 200 people reached out to her, and she's starting conversations with most of them. She got 28 people looking at her business right now. Then we have the holiday strategy, and in the United States, these are our federal holidays, but there are other holidays mixed in there. And for those of you that are in different countries, get a list of the holidays that you're having and plan it out for a year. In the scripts book, you've got the holiday strategy, where before a holiday, you use it to reconnect with somebody. What are your plans for the holiday? It's a great conversation starter. It's a great conversation restarter. And now we're talking about the event strategy. Prospecting and recruiting around company events, and specifically, we're going to be talking about Orlando. Now, when you're doing a search on LinkedIn, the zip code that you want to use is 32819. 32819. We're literally 30 days from the event. 30 days. Now, for those of you that are planning on attending the event, I'm going to share with you something that you can do so that when you get to the event, you may have a couple of people that are interested in learning more about the business. Why not leave town with a few new enrollees? Florida, Orlando, that's where you're going. That's where you're going. An easy flight from Dallas, Texas, an easy flight from Atlanta. But when you start doing searches, initially, you could literally cherry pick anybody in the Orlando area. But the right person would travel from Tampa or St. Pete. It's about an hour and 15-minute drive. West Palm Beach is about 2.5 hours. Fort Lauderdale, 3 hours. Miami, 3.5 hours. You're looking for millennials, you got the University of Florida, Florida State University, and the University of Miami. And people, if they're excited, will drive to Orlando. It's not that far. You can meet people in places that you plan on visiting. Here's a classic example. Ricky has become a good friend, and he's one of my coaching clients. So I've gotten to know him personally, and I want to tell you, he's on his way to the top of Jeunesse. He was living in Scotland when we first started working together, and he was going to the event in Rome. And he wanted to meet people while he was there. So we did a search on LinkedIn. We searched for salespeople who live in Italy within 50 miles. We got the zip code for Rome. Now, we were initially going to do it for 10 miles, but we did it for 50. And we found 42,512 people in sales on LinkedIn. Now, most of the people that you're going to find on LinkedIn, you're going to find on Facebook too. So sure enough, we go over on Facebook to look for people who live in Rome. And she pops up over there too. So we could have messaged her from either page. We chose the Facebook page because it was easier there to identify her hot button button being the dog. So we sent her a message that she answered 2 minutes later. Anna, your page just came up on Facebook as someone I should like to know, and after looking at your cover and that amazing dog, I'd have to agree. Perhaps your page came up because I'm planning a trip with my wife to Rome next Thursday. I noticed you're on LinkedIn too, where I also have a page. I'm on Facebook to meet like-minded, positive people, entrepreneurial people, and I hope you feel the same way. Reaches out to her, she writes back in 2 minutes. That's how long it takes. You know, there are an awful lot of gurus out there teaching complex solutions to a very, very simple problem. All right? The bottom line is, if you want to reach out and you want to talk to people, you can talk to people that will. Now, you can brand yourself as a social media guru in 60 seconds. Okay? All you have to do is call yourself one. Now, there are lots of ways that people are trying to make money online. And the bottom line, at the end of the day, all of these efforts are designed to move people through some kind of an automated system. Affiliate marketers are doing it. They're building up lists. They've created all kinds of blogging accounts and everything else. But most of them aren't making any money. So all of these little subjects people feel like you need for internet marketing, search engine optimization, blogging, website design, traffic building, all designed to get you success. When, frankly, the simple way to do it is you put yourself out there on a social network, start talking to people. You can target your ideal customer because there are people out there who clearly are open and eager to talk to you. So let me ask you, what's your strategy? What's your strategy? The reason that my trainings have been so popular over the years is because you get fast results. Join the party. Get into a social network. This is all interesting stuff. But when you bring somebody into your business, you don't need to have them spend a lot of time learning all of these things. You want them talking to people. So what road are you on? Most people want to make money on the internet or on the longer road to achieving success, and most will quit in frustration in the first 60 days. And I'm telling you this, not because I'm concerned that you're going to quit, but there are all kinds of internet marketers out there that you could connect with. And when they use, from the scripts book, a few casual questions, you can be bringing a lot of these people into your business. It's another category. Now, last week, I was doing a session with Dara, so I was logged into her account. And we started talking to 3 ideal prospects within 10 minutes of contacting all of them. Alyssa, on the left, we did a search. Dara is very interested in Toastmasters. She participates in Toastmasters. So we reached out to 3 people who we found were in Toastmasters. We sent Alyssa a message, and almost immediately she responded. We sent another one, brand new, to Miranda, and she writes back right away. And we have a whole conversation going on. Same thing with Corrine. active texting conversations with 3 people within 10 minutes of making the connection. Now, I know a lot of you here are on Dan Park's team. Now, Dan learned the big secret 3 years ago. And really, it's all about conversation. It's all about listening to the other person. It's not about you. It's about them. So once he put the pieces together, in 1 week he sponsored 3 people. It took him less than 25 minutes over 8 days to do it. A year later, he comes back, and now he's up to, he went from 300 friends to 1,000 friends. I mean, you can easily make 25 new friends a week in less than an hour a day. It's 100 a month. He's reached the highest rank he's ever reached in network marketing in 10 years, and now he has distributors in 24 countries. Enrolled 3 senior Mary Kay directors. Well, comes back this July, another year. Now he's up to 2,550 in his group. He comes out of boot camp in July, and 2 more leaders, and his team is up to 2,800. Folks, it's all about engagement. It's all about talking to people. Whether you react to somebody's post or they react to yours, it's all about conversation. Irene's a retired CPA on her way to becoming a top earner. Use the post 3 times, sign someone up every time. Now, maybe you're aware of this or not, but it takes 90 minutes for the average person to respond to an email. But it only takes 90 seconds for the average person to respond to a text message. So, if you listen to the top earners in your business, they're going to tell you, you want to be successful, you must talk to 5 people about your business every day. Now, you can easily do that on Facebook and LinkedIn in less than an hour. And if you want to be wildly successful, you can talk to 10 people about your business every day. And you can do that on Facebook and LinkedIn in less than 2 hours. Looking for millennials, 98% of them are mobile. So with a mobile app on your phone, you can chat with perfect prospects where you are, where they are, and whenever you want. Chatting or texting is the fastest way to talk to more people, increase sales, and eliminate rejection. Now, with so many choices of people to talk to, there are no excuses why you can't be talking with perfect prospects every day. So let me run you through some of the new Facebook and LinkedIn changes that have taken place. First and foremost, big competition going on between Facebook and LinkedIn. Facebook has added new features that make it easier for you to connect with people you don't know. And with those features come new strategies that will enable you to engage the best prospects. And we've come up with new scripts to help you close more sales faster. If you haven't noticed, on your timeline page, you're now back to posting personal information about you. They took it off 2 years ago. It's clearly visible on your LinkedIn page. We'll start to see more and more access to who you really are in the future. Take a look at your timeline page. It's right there. They give you an opportunity to write a little introduction about yourself. This makes it easy to identify who you want to talk to. They've added new emoticons. Again, 5 new ways to express emotion. People can like, share, comment on things you do, and of course you can do the same thing. As a matter of fact, if you never posted more than once a day, you could still go out and like and comment and share and use one of these emoticons on something someone else does. And Facebook's going to keep track. So out of 166 likes, 11 of them were loves. And you could reach out to any of these people. They recently, last week, if you're private messaging down there, new emoticons. Part of the making the texting process fun. Now it's all about engagement. Hey, I'm glad you like my post. What do? They're going to tell you what they do, and then 85% of the time they're going to come back and they're going to ask you what you do. Your inbox, your mail has been changed. It's been renamed Messages, and the other box, the mail that was delivered from people that you absolutely didn't know who they were. People didn't realize they had another box. It's been renamed Recent and Message Requests. So now when you send a message to someone you don't know, when you send a message to someone you're not connected with, it goes through and they get a notification. Now, their searching features are bizarre, but they work. And you have to do searches for people using keywords in a particular sequence. But you still get amazing results. You know in advance who you want to talk to and who wants to talk to you. Find people in any city, find people in any country, doesn't matter. People are easy to connect with, and people immediately respond to what you do. You can see it on a desktop or laptop. You won't see their typing on a smartphone. Now let's go over here to LinkedIn. Major game changer, live chat. They added it a year ago. LinkedIn is no longer just a repository for resumes. It's become Facebook for professionals. So you can begin stuffing fresh new pre-qualified prospects into your pipeline faster than you can believe and explode your income. New features, 24 Facebook features that they've added. It's attracting a younger audience. And with these features and Facebook features, I've new strategies to engage your best prospects and new scripts to close more sales. But it's the live chat. That's the catalyst for all of this. LinkedIn search is now 300% faster. So if we were searching for chiropractors on LinkedIn, there's 36,716. Break it down by zip code, there's 359 chiropractors within 25 miles of San Diego. And you'll find them on LinkedIn, you'll find them on Facebook. 2,273 chiropractors in Australia. Now, how fast does it go? On August the 17th, I got a reminder from LinkedIn that I had an anniversary, 21 years in network marketing. And I have to tell you, I mean, I heard from, I can't tell you how many hundreds and hundreds of people. Well, a couple of days later, Mija had an anniversary. So I sent him a message. I said, well, it's been another year. How's business? And literally within 2 hours, he writes back, it's growing. We sent all the motivational speaker. He's still using the system. How fast does it happen? It's happening just as quickly as Facebook. From your homepage on LinkedIn, you can tell if somebody's looked at your page. You can share an update, upload a photo, and publish a post just like Facebook. Every day, they're going to remind you, they're going to give you a reason to reach out and talk to other people. Every day. You could like something, you could direct message them, or you could skip it and look for the next person. They timestamp everything. And you can now follow people, so when someone does something, you're connected. Your news feed on LinkedIn is just like Facebook today. Constantly moving, giving you the opportunity to like, comment, or share something that someone's done. And when you message them, it ends up in the message center. So you have direct ways to interact with people based on what they do. Every time you go into the message center, they're literally putting in front of you people for all kinds of different reasons. Someone's got a new job. Someone's having a birthday. They're encouraging communications. You publish a post and people can follow you. Anything you do on LinkedIn can be shared on Facebook and Twitter. And they've just opened up the lines for communications even further, even deeper. So, when you look on your newsfeed and you see somebody made a post and 826 people liked it and 59 people made comments, you can look them up And you could reach out and connect with any of those people. Same thing with the comments. Marty, a few years ago, wanted to recruit some young people out of the university system. So he went looking for college students. He lives in Phoenix, Arizona. So I showed him how to do a search for people at Arizona State. He connects with Alex Morton, 20 years old. And 5 years later, he was $1 million earner in his business. The connection was made on LinkedIn. Let me show you how it happened. You go over there and you can do the same thing for any university. That's why I gave you Arizona State, Florida State, Arizona State. I'm sorry. I gave you the University of Florida, Florida State University, University of Miami. Now, 300,000 people on LinkedIn went to Arizona State. And you could literally filter it down by years they went to school, by occupation that they're in now. 27,843 were in sales. You could break it down by where they live now. Phoenix, 4,306 people. Chicago, Seattle, Orlando. And you have all kinds of search results. Frank enrolled his first person after 2 sessions, okay? Look for a yoga instructor, stay-at-home mom, divorced, 2 kids. Does a search. Yoga instructors who live in Dallas. Yoga instructors who live in Minnesota. Women over 40 who work as yoga instructors. Yoga instructors who like Tony Robbins. You make a post. People react. People respond. It is frankly that simple. Let me look in the question box and see if anybody's got any questions. Gina makes a post. I'm ready to help 5 more people make their fortunes on the internet. And she went crazy. Signed up 25 people in July. On a roll. You're all heading down the same road. When you apply simple attraction marketing principles to your Facebook and LinkedIn profile activity, you can be making sales immediately. Tom Martin makes a post. 20 people respond. Spoke to 13 of them, signed up 4. One was the #1 bodybuilder in Australia. Now, again, you can reach out to people at will. And for those of you that are computer challenged and you think, I can't do this, if Carl can do it, anybody can do it. After one of these sessions, he went on to get a sale. The first person he tried it with, sign him up. He got a little confused because he had too many conversations going. Doesn't matter what you're selling, okay? It's all about posting and engaging the people who react to your post. That's one of dozens of strategies that you can use. Eli was looking for clients. So it makes a post. It attracts your target market. You engage the people who respond. And when you talk to enough of the right people, anything is possible. Anything is possible. And remember, throughout this entire process, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. Lee Block makes a post. I'm ready to help 5 more people retire, make their fortune on the internet, retire early. Now, for those of you who are sitting there saying, well, I can't say that. I mean, I haven't made a fortune. Retire early? I mean, my friends know me, I can't say that. Well, the truth is, as long as you're passionate about the products, okay, and people, you want me to name them off? You know who the top income earners in your company are. They're making a fortune. So when you say I'm ready to help 5 more people do the same thing, you say, hey, it's in conjunction with Jeunesse. Me, I just got started. But you know what? Thanks to Cliff Walker, I have discovered a very, very simple, easy way to build an international Jeunesse business. And I'll share it with you. And we can do this together. I mean, I'm going to be in Australia next year, blah, 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 blah. I mean, that's how it works. She went crazy. 8 hours after she made the post. 33 people liked it, 17 made comments. And frankly, the next day she was up to 18. These are 18 people that she could talk to. And the best part about it is she knew the people that she didn't want to talk to. so you know what their agenda was. The secret to making sales on Facebook and LinkedIn every day is you got to talk to people. I remember when I was in Orlando, I was talking to the owner of National Well Center, and he says to me, you know, Max, so you're telling me, now that I understand what you're teaching, you're telling me that all somebody really needs to do is create a page, personal page, and start interacting on a personal level with the other people that have pages. I said, yeah, that's pretty much what it is. I can't believe it's that simple. All you need is a free page, profile page for Facebook. For those of you that have fan pages and public pages and business pages and product pages, you can use those. If you don't have one, frankly, you can do it all on your personal page. All you need is a free LinkedIn public page profile to make the right connections. And they're making so many changes to attract a younger audience, and it's working. The fastest growing group on LinkedIn are millennials. There's 40 million of them. So your free Facebook and LinkedIn profile pages are going to tell your story to the entire world. They promote and brand you, who you are today, or who you plan on becoming. And you can do it all. You can do it all with that phone. 5 reasons people create a page in the first place: dating, friendship, networking, relationships, and sales. You know in advance who's who. You could pick out business builders, network marketers, customers, unhappy network marketers, affiliate or internet marketers as easily as you could reach into that bowl of candy and pull out a green M&M or a red M&M. Facebook and LinkedIn are big bowls of candy. They're virtual gold mines of people and you could talk to anytime. Other people are doing it, you can do it too. That's the thing about it. Does it make any sense that if you know in advance that someone's a perfect prospect for what you're selling, like a beautician, like a fitness instructor, like an esthetician, and you develop a relationship with them before you talk about your business, you're going to sell to more people. It's all about questions. You ask the right questions, you'll talk to the right people. So while you're at it, I want to kind of gently remind all of you about something called the 80-20 rule, which says that 80% of your business activity is going to come from 20% of the people in your business. What does it mean? Well, it means that the more selective you are about who you talk to, the more successful you're going to be. The more you have in common with someone, the easier it's going to be to connect with a stranger. The more selective you are about who you talk to, the more successful you're going to be. Because having access to all these people means nothing if you're talking to the wrong people. Now, we have dozens of additional success stories here, and I'm going to blow by them because I need to get to the end here. I mean, people are doing it on a daily basis, and you can do it too. It only takes them 7 minutes to make the connection. Create your page, connect with people, communicate with them, and close them. That's the deal. It's not about how many friends you have. The maximum number of Facebook friends you can have is 5,000, but you could have 50,000 followers on your personal page. It's not about how many people like your articles, your posts, your blog posts, your shared videos, or what you say. It's about how many people you're talking to about Jeunesse every day. It's about sales and income. It's about having a growing business and making more money every month than you're spending. Frankly, it's about results. Okay? It's about results. Now, we put together a special training package for everybody in Jeunesse. And for those of you that want to work through my formula at your own speed, you have my Endless Freelance course. And for those of you that want to work with me in a live setting where I work with you and help you, we have our boot camps. And what we've done is we've put the two of them together, combined them in a special package. I'm going to flip over here. So if you go to maxsteingart.com/global home business, and we will post this video here. We will replace the video that's here. You're going to get both participation in my boot camp, and our boot camp starts tomorrow. And throughout the course of the month, all of these sessions are at 9 o'clock at night. So for those of you that are in the UK and in Europe, these are all recorded. You're going to watch the recorded sessions the next day. And then during the week, you're going to catch me probably at the 9 o'clock sessions or the 4 o'clock sessions where we're going to work together and we're going to help you master the process, okay? Now, the other part of the package is my Endless Free Leads 11.0 home study course. And it's a home study course. You watch the videos. Everything is laid out for you. And here's a young woman that a year ago in September went through my boot camp. And I encourage you to get as many of your team members in our boot camp because we're going to literally knock the socks off of your Facebook activity. Just listen to what Suzanne had to say.
Hey Max, for the first time in 5 years that I have been in network marketing, I'm finally successful. Thanks to you. I'm so happy. You taught me how to use Facebook to build a team that duplicates really fast. I couldn't believe how easy it really was until you showed me exactly what to do. And within 4 months, I became the top producers in my company. My God, I just can't believe it. I wish I had met you years ago, Max. I've taken every network marketing course out there and bought into so many things, but never saw really much success. I'm technically challenged, yet you show me how to connect really with people from all around the world on Facebook. As a result of all of that, I had so many breakthroughs, with you, and I created a 6-figure income in my business in 11 short months. And I was featured speakers at our international convention. I'm still pinching myself. Our personal coaching session changed my mindset and expectation. They helped me transform my life in so many ways. And in the process, you enabled me to transform the life of so many others. Thank you. I remember actually, telling you our third, I think it was our third private coaching session that you were my big secret. And that's the truth. I wasn't going to tell anyone about you until I reached the top. Well, now I am at the top and I want everyone to know about you. Thanks so much.
I'm just demonstrating the various searches that you can do for people who are on LinkedIn, putting themselves out there as professionals or in their profession. 200,000 people involved in social media within 100 miles of of Orlando. So folks, there is no shortage of people that you can talk to. Put the birthday strategy into place. Wish somebody a happy birthday and start talking to them. There's absolutely nothing to prevent you from talking to people on a daily basis. So go to maxsteingart.com/global home business. And as soon as you do, we've got a get started fast video. Many people report making sales right after watching that video. It's all about doing something that attracts the attention of your friends and giving you the opportunity to react and respond to them and get them in a conversation. And just to acquaint you with what's what, when you get into my video library training center, you'll have Endless Free Leads over here. You've got a profile checklist, getting started fast video. You've got your daily routine, what it takes to make a 6-figure income, the scripts book that you can download. We have training on closing the sale. There's some tips and shortcuts that you can take. The Coach's Corner, live examples of me working with people. You'll actually watch me prospecting live with people. And this is a list of all the downloads you have. When you click on this, we've broken everything down to creating your page, connecting with people, communicate, and close. And we've got a PDF document that you can print out as well. Boot camp is where we work together. And so there'll be a boot camp for September, and all of the sessions will be recorded and posted. Again, you also have access, Get Started Fast, daily routine, scripts, Head Start video, everything that you all need to be successful. Our goal in boot camp is to help everybody make 5 sales before boot camp is over, okay? So, folks, if you're not talking to 5 to 10 people about your business every day, you could be. If you're not closing at least 1 sale a week, you're either talking to the wrong people or you're saying the wrong thing. Anybody here have any questions? Anybody have any questions? Type them in the question box. Yes. I still have a personal coaching program. Type your phone number and coaching in the question box, and I'll have one of my staff give you a call, talk about it. If you're on Skype, just put your Skype account in. Just put coaching and the number. Anybody else have any questions? Now, I threw a lot of information at you. This will be posted on the website for you to be able to see, and we'll probably post this on YouTube as well. Last call. Anybody else have any questions? Alrighty then. If you're not talking to 5 to 10 people every day about your business, they're waiting to talk to you right now. I look forward to sharing the some more Jeunesse success stories in our next session, which will be right before convention. So until next time, best of luck in building your business, and God bless.